and welcome to the very first session of Fitness and Health Advisor podcast. My name is Phil Swain, and I'm going to be your host for the majority of these sessions. I'm really excited to start a podcast as it's something I've always been interested in doing but haven't had the time to do, and it's also a perfect fit for me since I also write articles and do YouTube videos. I'd like to talk a little bit about who I am as well as the format that I'm thinking of doing with the podcast. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do right now, so I'm going to kind of do this as I go along. But first, my introduction. So my name is Phil Swain. I'm a 28-year-old guy from London, Ontario, Canada. Now, I'm not a pro bodybuilder and I don't have a PhD in nutrition or anything, but I've always been heavily researching in health and nutrition for almost 15 years now. For the most part, I've always been an active, healthy person. And my goal on this blog is to promote health and wellness across the world. Being out of shape and overweight is an epidemic in our society, and my blog is here to try to help solve that problem. This podcast is also going to supplement the information that's on my blog and help teach and help others become fit and healthy. Now, I was always a healthy child, and I played many sports such as football and soccer. I was also into BMX, swimming, hiking, you name it. But the problem was, once I started high school, things started changing. I got into the wrong crowd of people and I started drinking and smoking up to a pack of cigarettes a day. Because of this, I also neglected my nutrition by eating very poorly. After a few years of high school of doing this, my body started rejecting what I was doing. I felt extremely tired and fatigued and unwell for the majority of those days. I also started becoming overweight and developed high blood pressure. This eventually got so bad that I developed panic disorder as well. I would have panic attacks 3 or 4 times a day, and this was clearly my body saying, stop doing what you're doing. Now this is when I decided enough is enough, and I started to shape up and become healthy again. Now the problem was, every time I decided to work out, I would end up having a panic attack because my heart rate would increase and it would trigger that panic attack. So this condition plagued me for about 2 years before I was able to overcome this. And how I did it was just keep working out and deal with the panic attacks until they went away. I had to build up my endurance, and even today I'm still trying to build up my endurance to what I used to be like. By about the age of 25, I was able to finally break free of my panic attacks about 90% of the time. Now I'm able to work out regularly, and I'm finally getting my body back to how I was. On another note, when I was having these panic attacks, I went down from 190 pounds to 145. Now I'm 6'3", so I looked pretty disgusting. Now I've bulked up, I'm now at 225 pounds, and looking a lot better than I used to. So now it's my goal to help other people that are struggling, whether it's because of mental conditions such as panic attacks or other reasons. I am here to help out and make sure everyone that joins my blog and podcast gets healthier and happier. I hope my experiences will help motivate you and help you reach your goals. I'm always going to be available if you have a question, and I'm going to do my best to answer every single question you guys give me. I'm also very interested to hear what you guys have to say. Many of my articles on the blog, if you visit it, will have questions at the end, and I'd love for you guys to answer them in the comments below. Now, as for the podcast itself, I'm going to be starting with very short episodes, which I'm calling sessions. They're probably going to be between 5 and 10 minutes each. They will deal with one topic at a time, and I feel this will be the best way for people to get quick information so that they will retain it. I will also have longer episodes, which will include interviews from top fitness gurus and other people in the fitness industry. I'm not sure when those will happen, but I'm hoping I can get some interviews done very shortly. Most of my podcasts are going to be completely unedited, so there will be mistakes from time to time. Please subscribe to my podcast and let me know what you think about it. Since I'm new to podcasting, it will get better and better as things go on. Right now, I'm more or less testing it out and seeing how the podcasting world works. So thanks again for listening, and I hope to see you on the next episode.